So I usually go off of like how you look, right?
Okay.
It's how you look. It's are your shoulders, your lats, your chest, is everything symmetrical?
Yeah.
Do we need to build anything? Do you need more thickness in your back? You know, all of that stuff. Once I see that, that's when I'm like, okay, it's time to cut. Now, how much time do we need? Do we need 12 weeks? Do we need 14 weeks? By then, I know like where your body is at. So I'm either knowing that you're like a very hard person to get lean, or it's going to be really quick. It's going to take 8 weeks to get you cut, basically. I've worked with so many people that I know. I'm like, okay, this person is ready now. Like I had Tim. He was like, hey, I want to do this show. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. He put on a bunch of weight, and then he's like, okay, I want to cut. And I'm like, no, you're not ready. We still need a little bit more fullness in your chest. Okay. I think you need a little bit more width. Mm-hmm. And so he obviously wants to do the show. He's like, I want to do a show. My friends are all like excited. Everybody wants me to do the show. But I'm like, no, you're not ready yet, right? And for me, I'm not going to put anybody on stage that is going to embarrass themselves. Their family's going to be there. Their friends are going to be there, right? When Anthony competes, like you and all your whole family goes there. But you don't want to go up there and see your family member or somebody that you love get on stage and not do well. Mm-hmm. And these guys don't understand. When they get up there and they compete, everyone's going to come out and watch them. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to make sure that, you know, I put them in a good situation and that they look good when they get on stage. Yeah. And if you look at my resume, you can go back and look at it. It's like, dude, his guys do really well. Like all my guys do well. So I'm not going to put you on stage unless you're ready. And for me, I can tell. I can look at you and be like, okay, we still need to work on this, and we need to work on that. So right now, what we're doing is trying to build and get your physique to where the judges want it, right? Judges want your shoulders to look a certain way. They want your waist to look a certain way.
Chest a little fuller.
Chest has to be full, you know, thickness in your lower back, width, all of that stuff, right? And then from there, then you can start cutting down. I think the biggest issue I see in this sport right now is too many coaches are getting their guys on stage way too early, and they're only doing it for money because someone's like, hey, I want to do a 12-week cut. So they take the money, they're super happy about the money, and then they put the guy on stage and they don't do well because they don't have the muscle, they don't have the size that you need to be on stage. It's how you eat, right? Really, really key, right? If you're not in a surplus of calories, you're not going to grow. If you're not sleeping, you're not going to grow, not properly at least, right? So you got to make sure that your water's on point, your supplements are on point, your food's on point, your workout's on point. And then once you get in here, let's say your shoulders aren't really there, but your chest is, then it's just you got to focus more on your shoulders and the right workouts.
So what exercises should I focus on?
You're going to want to do a lot of compound movements. I'm huge on side laterals. Like side laterals to me is one of the best things you can do to build your shoulders up. So just finding the exercises that you want to do. If it's like thickness in your back, rack pulls are great for thickness in your back. It's just finding the exercises you need for your body and making sure you double down on those.